Time in Cactus League play, your back-to-back world champion Los Angeles Dodgers take on the visiting Athletics. Denzel Clark leading off. He is a fleet-footed center fielder who can really go get it out there. Carlos Cortez, Darrell Hernandez battling for the third base job, batting third. Austin Wynns behind the plate. Colby Thomas in left. Michael Stefanik is the second baseman. Henry Bolte is the designated hitter. Leo DeVries, we'll talk about this kid. He's only 19 years old and a really top prospect. Tommy White will bat ninth and play first base. Emmett Sheehan still trying to chase down that fifth starter spot as he gets his start here today, his final one in spring training. Last year 15 appearances, 12 starts for the Dodgers, 2.82 the ERA. Opponents only hit 185 against him.
That's not a bad threesome really at the top of the rotation.
Ready for the first pitch. Ryan Blakeney, the home plate umpire. Doug Eddings at first, Charlie Ramos at second, and Jonathan Parra, the umpire, at third base. Last season, Clark just 47 games with the A's. As he stands in, ready for the first pitch. Here it is. And it's swung on a ground ball to short. That is picked up by Kim. Throws on to first. Espinal held the bag. One pitch and one away.
Cold strike. It's a fine.
Or if you take a pitch, it's a fine. In Denzel Clark's case. Carlos Cortez takes a ball. Rotation right now that remains in question. Pitch is popped up foul. Rushing will chase. And he will not get it. He just barely climbed the screen. 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Down the left field side. This will be a long run for Alex Call if it stays in play. Oh, he makes the catch right before the wall. Good play by Darrell Hernandez. Battling with Max Muncy for the third base job. No, not the Dodgers Max Muncy, the other Max Muncy. Ironically, they both have the same birthday. How about that?
You see Rushing look at his catcher's mitt also after the ball deflected. The last time we saw him back there, you've talked to him later on, saying he was breaking in a new glove.
I think that's the same one.
Well, he's let the air out of it a little bit.
1-1 to Hernandez. It's 1-2. Good fastball. Hernandez hit a big walk-off home run for Puerto Rico during the World Baseball Classic. Right place, right time for Hernandez. Got Team Puerto Rico a win.
You know, that last swing too, I think is indicative too that, you know, with Sheehan gets a lot of movement on his pitches, and then from time to time we see hitters just surprised being overpowered with a fastball.
Slider got him looking. A 10-pitch inning for Emmett Sheehan, and he retires the side in order. Dodgers coming up. He didn't come back until probably mid-June last year. Sometime in June to start pitching for the Dodgers, and he started making some big contributions when he was back. Ended up with 12 regular season starts, and he also worked out of the pen. Colby Thomas fouls this. Sheehan's 2-2. And that one's hit hard toward the gap in left center. It will get down and go to the wall. Thomas around first. He's into second base with a one-out double. One runner goes. Rushing's throw down. Not in time, and a stolen base for Thomas.
Yeah, but they just picked the pocket of Sheehan, who looked back but didn't pay any attention. At the secondary lead, there was really no chance for Rushing to throw the ball down. Dalton Rushing is
3-2 pitch. That's high ball 4. Runners at the corners and one out. Well, and it's Sheehan's 1-2. There's a ground ball to short. Kim to Freeland, one on to first. Too late, and a run scores. Had a chance to get out of the inning there, but Bolte hustled down the line. Throw to first base, throw down to second, and safe at second.
Well, you've got to be more attentive of runners. You know, Sheehan fell asleep, and there was a stole, and then load, and then unload with a swing.
Bolte took off for third. Now a slicing ball down the line. That's fair. Bolte will come in and score. Rounding second and on his way to third is DeVries with an RBI triple. 2-0 Athletics.
Well, there would have been another stolen base had that ball not been hit either. And Sheehan again very inattentive. DeVries went down and got a breaking ball, sent it a long way, and then showed the other part of his game. He has speed.
He can really fly. Again, just 19 years old. That's a guy you're going to see in the big leagues sooner than later. He'll start the year in the minor leagues again. He still has to tackle AAA. Mark Pryor went out and had a visit with Emmett Sheehan. Remember, Sheehan had a 10-pitch first inning, and now he's at 24 pitches here in the second alone. Tommy White, good power hitting first baseman. 441 his average. 4 home runs this spring. He's driven in 15. And a wild pitch. And it's 3-0 A's. So as good as Sheehan was in the first inning, it's gone the opposite way here in the second.
Yeah, the wheels have just been flying off the buggy. He hasn't paid attention to the runners. And this is just this is a pass ball. It was outside. I don't know how they're going to rule it, but when you're the catcher and you know what's coming, that ball's got to be caught. Runner at third base on top of it.
White takes a healthy cut and misses. Sheehan's 1-1 low. Tried the slider and missed.
Catcher's challenging the call of ball.
We'll see if it missed or not. If he's wrong, the Dodgers will be out of challenges. And he's not wrong.
Call is overturned. Pitch is a strike.
Dodgers retain their one remaining challenge. One, two. Way up high. 2-2.
The A's, since they moved to the West Coast, became a very colorful team, to say the least. Not only with the uniforms, they had that moniker also, the Swinging A's, there for a while. And it wasn't just because of all the swinging at home plate. There was some swinging that took place in the locker room. But Charlie came out with the uniform colors, the wedding gown white, the Pacific Ocean misty green, the Fort Knox gold.
White chases and strikes out. A's get 3 runs on 2 hits after an inning and a half. 3-0 Athletics. A big year for Dalton, not only making his big league debut last year, but coming into camp knowing he's going to be a big league roster. And this one to left field for a base hit, leadoff single.
Yeah, that's some good hitting right there. You get a pitch out away from you go the opposite way. One of the strong suits for rushing is swinging the bat.
In the air to right. This will be playable for Carlos Cortez. 1 away. We were talking about the A's colors in their uniforms earlier. This is a good combo right here, don't you think?
There's caps. And the reason was so when he walked into the ballpark, he could know which guys are supposed to be in charge, who he could call over.
Only team that ever did that. And Senzel hooks one down to the left field side. That's going to be a one-hop base hit. Rushing will stop at second base. Knows that he's got to keep playing hard. You never know what's going to happen in baseball. But he is somebody who could help another club if he doesn't. And
places in your black shoes. You wore golf gloves.
And a base hit to left by Ha-Seong Kim. Rushing's going to get waved around third. Here comes the throw. He's in there in time. And it's 3-1. RBI single for Ha-Seong Kim.
And Kim going the opposite way. In fact, all three hits have been to left field. You know, you start to look at the stride of runners. Rushing hit the third base bag.
2-2. Sawinski pulls it foul.
And put on a clinic of base running well after he had retired. And he was start at home plate. He goes, look, running the base.
Well, Sawinski walks, and that's going to do it. Kotsay was out of the dugout before that pitch even hit the catcher's mitt. And he's going to take Jacob Lopez out. It's probably going to be it for him today. He did re-enter once, but he's loaded the bases. And the Athletics will go to the bullpen again. We'll take a timeout. A's 3, Dodgers 1. Good times. Good times out there in the hill. It's a little warm. Gonna stay cool. A's with a 3-1 lead. And top of the order up for the Dodgers. Alex Call, who's been on base twice, facing lefty Hogan Harris. 29-year-old on a Louisiana Lafayette. And pitch down low. Sawinski's got the 467 footer this year. Last year during the regular season, it was Alex Call who had the longest home run as a Dodger. Santiago Espinal. Ground ball left side. That's backhanded by DeVries. Strong throw, and it's dug out for the out. Boy, DeVries can really play shortstop,
well,
too.
He's a guy you got to watch. By the way, I do remember something.
3-1 is outside ball 4. And Rushing draws the 2-out walk. I came in this morning, saw the equipment guys, this and that, players, equipment bags, everything that has to go back and get ready for the Freeway Series and the regular season. Yeah, those guys are out here early in the morning. They stay, you know, to the early evening. They put in more hours than anybody.
Well, it's tough too. Morning game after a night game.
They don't get many of those. Now Freeland clubs one to left field. This one deep, this one back, and it is gone. A home run. Alex Freeland with a 2-run shot that ties the game at 3. First home run of the spring for Freeland. And it comes on the last day in Arizona.
Yeah, it's a rather impressive one on top of it. So the 2-out walk to Rushing, and then for Freeland, boy, he just ambushed a pitch out over the plate.
A 92-mile-an-hour four-seamer left up out over. It was, tell you what, people at Chicago really loved him. To right center, Denzel Clark runs it down. He runs down most stuff in the outfield, and Senzel is out. And Alex Freeland snaps an 0 for 18 skid with a 2-run homer that ties it at 3 for Clark. Nope. A throw to second. That's kind of the "we know you're over there" throw. DeVries had a bit of a slow start this spring. Went 1 for his first 7, then 19 for his last 39. 7 extra base hits, and now he's second base for Clark. In the air to center. Elkins will make the catch. DeVries will tag in advance. And there are 2 men out.
I was surprised that White, the runner at first, did not tag. On a deep fly ball, you could see that was going to be caught rather easily.
Sheehan at 80 pitches, kind of over the limit. And Danny Lehman, the acting manager today, taking him out. So Sheehan's tune-up is done. Here comes right-hander Will Klein. Everett with you. We're in the top of the 5th. 2 men out, 2 men on. Runner goes on the first pitch. Throw down to second. Now the throw comes to the plate way offline. The A's get another run. As DeVries comes in to swipe the plate.
No surprise that the Dodgers elected to throw through with the speed over at first. You got the third baseman well off the bag. So over at third base, the runner can really take your liberties. Get a very good secondary lead.
Want to note to Carlos Cortez, the right fielder. And Klein throws. It's bounced to first base. Espinal will step on the bag, and that'll do it. 1 pitch too late as the A's get the go-ahead run. That run charged to Sheehan. 4-3 Athletics. The Thunderbirds in action from nearby Luke Air Force Base. Or maybe some of the pilots bringing the Dodger players west. I don't know. But the Thunderbirds have been very busy here in the last few days. Luis Medina takes over on the mound for the A's. Actually, you can be anywhere around this general area and you can watch them do their thing. It's pretty neat to see what they're able to do.
It's a dome all around you, and you actually do get some sensations. Obviously, you're not pulling actual G's.
Sawinski clobbers this one to dead center field, headed toward the batter's eye. It is off the batter's eye and a home run. 3rd home run of the spring for Jack Sawinski, and he ties the game at 4. He's got some pop.
Boy, and he just showed that he's got some pop as well.
438 feet.
It's not wind dated either. I mean, the flags are just hanging around. They're loitering. No such loitering situation for this ball that's hit. What a blast.
So he has had a home run in each Cactus League game he's been in. Elkins. And Lindsay draws the walk and back to the top of the order, and Alex Call. Remember, we saw Sawinski the other day in surprise after he hit his home.
Catcher challenge.
Catcher is challenging the call of ball.
Austin Wynns liked the pitch. Good reason why.
Call is overturned. Pitch is a strike.
And Call
The
strikes
Athletics
out.
have 1 challenge remaining.
So that'll do it for the 5th inning. On to the 6th at Camelback Ranch. Jack Sawinski's long home run ties the game at 4. Now see how that works with the math, Mo? It's 410 to center. He hit it over that. And it's 438.
In some ballparks.
In case you missed the reference, we had a home run here hit the other day with one of the Giants players. It was hit well over the 410 mark, but it registered as Major League Baseball. It has a lot to do with the A's and the Tampa Bay Rays and getting their stadium situation settled. And that's always been his feeling, is that had to happen first. Get those 2 teams settled before they would entertain expansion, even though there are markets that want to expand. And Salt Lake City won, Nashville, Montreal would like to get a team again. Oakland, there's a group there that would love to get a team back. Just to name a few. Mark Kotsay comes and relieves Medina of duty. And a new pitcher coming on. This will be Joel Kuhnel when we come back. Kuhnel, here it is. And he has walked him. Dodgers now busy. And he chops this one down the third base line, and it is going to stay fair. How about that?
What a smash.
I mean, that was a 70-footer right there.
It's like someone was using remote control.
Bases loaded for the third time today for the Dodgers. And this one to right field. This is going to get at least one. It's going to get that one. What a great catch in right field. So coming in to score is Myers, and the Dodgers take the lead. Boy, that ball almost left the yard.
This is just a tremendous catch on a good swing by Keith.
Little ground ball to short. And a double play. But the Dodgers do get one out of it and take the lead. Heading to the 8th inning. It's the Dodgers 5, A's 4. Rick Monday, Tim Everett here. 5-4 Dodgers. And here is Jeremy Rosario, last year in Tulsa. 1-7. 46 appearances. And he will face Tommy White, number 9 hitter, first baseman. White looks at a ball outside the NHL, NBA. Bouncing ball to third. Geloff is there. Loads up and throws it high. And White goes to second.
Had a little trouble in a transfer.
And Slim's at the city limits right now. There's a ground ball toward the middle. Austin Gauthier snares it. Throws on to first to get him.
Oh, nice pick.
Good play by Gauthier to get Clark.
You're backing up. You're trying to get the hop in. And this is not a Chamber of Commerce welcome to our city hop.
90 feet away. Carlos Cortez gets it to third. Geloff's play to first. Run scores, tie game. Fortunate, really not a lot of drama, not much in the way of injuries. Geloff will grab it, and that does it for the top of the 8th inning. But the A's put a run up. Go to the bottom of the 8th, all tied at 5. Pick at first by White. He makes the step on the bag, and that's one out on one pitch. So Jaron Elkins now up. Walked in the 7th. And that is fouled out to the right. Well, what's your overall take on the Arizona portion of camp here, Mo?
Good spring. For a lot of good reasons. I think, first of all, they fundamentally played sound baseball. And by that, I'm talking about we saw a couple of rundowns, guys in the right position, right cutoff positions. The cutoffs and relays have been right there. The one area that still, to me, kind of sticks out, including today, stolen bases. Dodgers have not done a great job at curtailing the stolen bases. But then I mentioned Kyle Tucker. He's going to fit in beautifully with his Dodger lineup. Teoscar Hernandez looks much more comfortable in left field. If you look at Mookie Betts is no longer an outfielder playing shortstop. He's a shortstop. Max Muncy, for example, has had a tremendous spring, and I think defensively has really been a breath of fresh air after a lot of hard work last year and so far this year in spring training as well.
Kellen Lindsey fouls this one away.
So I have to say we've not been in the meetings, but I would surmise that Dave Roberts and the coaching staff and baseball operations has been very happy with the progression and the preparation that this ball club has really put forth and getting ready for defending a title.
1-2 pitch.
You concur?
I do, and I think that a lot of certain pitchers and certain position players, the way the camp started for them after a second long season in a row and a really short off season in a row, kind of handling that. And this should do it right here. A little comebacker off the bat of Lindsey, and that is the end of the 9th inning. And that is the ball game. And the Dodgers, in their final game in Arizona, come up with their first tie, 5-5. So 5-5. That's it. Rick and I move over to radio tomorrow as we go radio only for us. TV right here. 5-5 the final. That's the score. Dodgers and Angels tomorrow from Angel Stadium, 6 o'clock. For Rick Monday, I'm Tim Neverett. For our entire crew, have a great rest of your afternoon.